Adaptation to extrauterine life is complex, although most infants navigate this transition with ease. It is not necessary to go into this transition in great detail. However, it is useful to understand it at a basic level to be able to better understand the APGAR score and parental choices in the third stage of labour. Before birth, the neonate's lungs are filled with fluid and require very minimal blood flow. Instead, the neonate receives oxygen via the placenta. Oxygenated blood flows from the placenta into the neonate via the umbilical cord. This cord contains 2 arteries and 1 vein. Arteries carry oxygenated blood to the neonate, and the vein carries deoxygenated blood back to the placenta. These structures are protected by a substance called Wharton's jelly. This prevents the cord tangling and restricting blood flow and oxygen. Inside the blood are stem cells. Stem cells are the master cells of the body. They can develop into any cell which the body needs at any particular time in order to fight injury or sickness. As they have the ability to cross the placenta, they can also support the parent should they become ill or injured. From a survival perspective, this makes very good sense. After all, if the parent dies, then so does the neonate. During pregnancy and newborn life, stem cells play a key role in the development of many newborn organ systems, including the central nervous, respiratory, cardiovascular, and endocrine systems. 1 vein carries oxygenated blood from the placenta to the right side of the neonate's heart. It splits, and 1 vein will then divert blood towards the liver before joining the first vein again. As blood enters the heart, the majority crosses straight over into the left atrium via the foramen ovale, or hole in the heart. A very small amount will go to the lungs before returning back to the left atrium. It then returns to the placenta, where it is cleansed of any waste products and reoxygenated. During birth, some of the fluid that fills the neonate's lungs is expelled via pressure on the chest wall by the vaginal muscles. As the newborn takes its first breath, the sudden pressure changes also force fluid from the lungs into the bloodstream, marking the start of the newborn circulatory system adaptation. As the lungs expand, the pressure starts a variety of changes, one of which is increased blood flow to the lungs. Because of this change in pressure and flow of blood, the hole in the heart, or foramen ovale, closes. It usually takes around 1 week, but it can take several months for it to fully close. At the same time, the arteries carrying blood back to the placenta start to shut down, limiting the returning blood flow. However, the vein remains open, allowing the newborn to receive all the blood and stem cells from the placenta while the umbilical cord remains intact. Upon the birth of the baby, we enter into the third stage of labour. This stage continues until the placenta is delivered.